I think my biggest thing would be if I have not given you a reason to not trust me, or if I have not given you a reason to have to dig into my life, even though we spend, like how she said, we were spending every single day together. Right. You were talking to my mama, you bringing me food. So for her perspective, she's like, I should be able to have access to your phone. But my thing is if I haven't given you a reason to not trust me, your lack of trust for me is coming from somewhere else that has nothing to do with me. And therefore, I don't feel that I have to be obligated. Another episode of Life After I Do, aka the Laid Podcast. I'm here today with you, your hostess with the mostest.
Hostess with the mostest.
Nisha G.
Nice, warm, and toastess.
I'm here with this guy to my right.
I'm her husband.
My husband.
Right. That's it. Unnamed. Just her husband. Just the guy footing the bill.
That's it.
That's it. I'm just... As I like to say around here, I'm just a wallet.
Okay, well.
Y'all love me. Y'all love me on Tuesdays, though.
On Tuesdays?
Yeah.
Why? What's Tuesdays?
I don't know. Just, y'all really, I feel love on Tuesdays.
Oh, my gosh.
Tuesdays and payday. That's when I feel the most love.
Goodbye. Anywho. How are you, babe?
I'm here, babe. You know, I'm just here doing my pod-tizzle-rizzle.
Oh, well, I was gonna tell the people how excited I was that I got new shoe insoles, but apparently my husband don't want to hear about how comfortable my feet are right now under the table in my Crocs.
Tell the people about your insoles. Tell them. Go ahead, tell them. Tell the people. People want to know about your feet. The people. This is an important issue.
Listen. Okay, this is a part of getting older.
Yeah, we know you old.
Okay, no, I'm not old. I'm older than I was before. But this is also a part of,
being 30 great.
Being 30 great. You listen, when it comes to your feet, your knees, and your back as you get older, those are things that you have to really be mindful of, take care of. That's why it's important for you to, stay moving, guys, because them back, knees, and feet. Any one of them three get out of whack, and it's not a good party. But anywho, the podiatrist said that it's a good idea to have insoles. The podiatrist said that it was a good idea to have insoles in all your shoes, and she said even your Crocs. So I followed doctor's orders.
I think she was just trying to sell us products.
She probably was, but I mean,
I'm your pusher.
I went and got some insoles for my Crocs, and I was like, you know what? It's actually working out because my feet are warmer. I got a little arch support in there, a little cushion for my heel.
I'm happy your feet are warmer.
Thanks. So they're warm without
because you don't
socks.
believe in color and cover or the heater when it's
okay. Listen here, you and I for some reason we are the opposite when it comes to being hot and cold. You would think I'm the one that's always cold, and he's the one that's hot, and I'm the one turning on the heater, and he's the one who wants it cool. But it's not that at all. This man has been shivering like a little baby chihuahua for the past week.
First of all, put some respect on my name. Don't call me no chihuahua.
I didn't call you a chihuahua.
I am done. I am okay. Okay. Here we we came
home from the gym today.
No. I see where this is going.
What?
And if you won't smoke,
I'm not saying anything.
I'm finna start the fire. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm just saying that today we came home from the gym, we showered and everything. We was like, let's watch a movie. Let's lay down and cuddle. We sitting there cuddling, and he's like, I am freezing. Are you not cold? No,
cold.
I'm not cold.
It was cold today.
I literally can feel when my house is above 73. Look, when my house goes above 73, I be like, oh no, did you turn the heater on? Like I came up the other night, and as soon as I came upstairs, I said, this house is above 73.
It was toasty.
I was like, why is it so hot upstairs? I said, Maurice, please tell me you don't have that heater on. He was like, I sure do.
Look here.
And under the covers. And still has a fan going.
My fan has not been on in months.
Your fan has been on.
No, it has not. It's okay. Now you just lying. Just lie to people. I'm done. I have no rebuttal.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, he's been super cold lately. Yes, it's been cold outside, but I don't feel like it's been really. Your heart. I don't feel like it's been really cold. It has been.
Today was a high of 50.
Okay.
Which we in California, so 50 degrees in California is like -10 in New York. Okay, it's cold.
Babe, I'm not denying the fact that it's been a little chilly, but inside the house, it hasn't been that cold.
Anytime in California, you got to cover your toes. It's too cold.
And people still don't do that. That's the California way. Anywho, how was your week, babe? Tell me about your week. I'm always so interested. For the people who are not visually watching us, they didn't see that hand gesture. So how was your week?
It was mid.
Why? Why was it mid?
I don't know. Actually, I don't even remember it. I don't even remember it. I think it was just mid. You know, I'm just trying to wrap my head around what's to come.
What's to come?
Life going back to normal.
Oh, back to our normal routine.
Back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Back to our regularly scheduled
Which program. Is what you're looking forward to anyway, because all you want to do is get rid of me. So, I mean, you're happy about that. So, but how was your week, Booskies?
My week was okay.
It doesn't matter because you won't smoke.
Why? Because I said you were shivering like a baby chihuahua? I didn't call you a chihuahua, babe.
Okay, Cheetah Pet.
Okay, but I didn't call you a chihuahua.
You did.
You've been cold. Okay. I apologize that I made the reference.
A lot of animals get cold.
This is true. But the first one that came to mind and that I thought about, because I thought about our late, great, we love you forever, Jumpers Ulysses Gill. And when he used to get cold, he used to shiver. That was our reindeer chihuahua that we had for like 17 years. And when he would get cold...
He also had negative body fat.
He did not have negative body fat. He was a little chunksters before he got sick.
Chunky about that?
He was a little chunky. He started gaining some weight before he got sick, and then when he got sick, he started losing his weight. Okay. But yeah, he used to shiver when he was cold, and he was a chihuahua.
I see you playing online this week, so.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So what we got today?
So today we're going to be talking about privacy matters within a relationship.
You ain't got no privacy in marriage.
More importantly and more specifically, cellular devices.
You ain't got no privacy in marriage.
Even with a cellular device?
They gonna be in your shit no matter what.
Do you not think that okay, hold on. Let's play the clip and then I'll talk to you about what you think. Okay?
Okay. Let's play the
That's clip. A big topic too, like going through phones.
I don't go through phones. I think it's an invasion of privacy.
I feel like
I've done it and I'm not proud of it either, but
I'm very proud. I feel like
very proud is correct.
Girl, we gotta see. We ain't know we gonna need these flags for you, girl.
No, flags for you now. Let me tell you.
Sorry, baby.
Listen. Let me tell you, right? In the beginning of us, it was very new. We damn near spent every single day with each other, like every day. So it was to the point where, like, I know he might as well love me at this point. Like, he always picking me up every day. He bringing me food. He doing this. He doing that. He bring me on dates. You like me for real. So if I go through your phone, what are we doing? Because you're not finna be in my face, buying me food, taking me here, taking me to your crib, coming to my house, talking to my mom. If you want to talk to somebody else, we can stop right here and we can go.
Okay.
So what are your thoughts about the phone? First, I want to know, do you think it's an invasion of privacy for your partner to have access to your phone in a way where they're snooping?
I mean, my daughter got access to my phone. She be all through my
yeah, but like in general.
I mean, me personally, I don't have nothing to hide, so I don't really care.
Right.
And you ain't gonna find nothing there but some funny TikToks and a lot of videos in the gym.
Some funny TikTok?
That's it.
Okay. So let's break it down a little bit. So what would be some reasons that you think would be justified
of going through
someone's phone?
To me, I personally believe that there's no justifiable reason, because I do feel like it is an invasion of privacy, right? There's no justifiable reason, because I think if you're going through someone's phone to try to find something, to try to find dirt, that is, or calls, you you've already reached a point to where you either think or you're assuming that they're partaking in an activity that they shouldn't partake in, and you're going to find evidence to clear your conscience either one way or the other.
Okay.
Because the thing is, I feel like when people go through phones, when they don't say nothing when they don't find nothing.
Correct.
They only say something when they find something.
Correct.
Right. So it's like, to me, it is an invasion of privacy, and it is you showing a lack of trust in your partner. Because I feel like if you feel like you have to go through the phone, then the trust is already shaky as is. Because if you can't take their word for it, now it's also kind of hard for me to like say, because in my relationship in our dynamic, we have each other's passcodes and stuff. So it's not like, you know, like you literally made a whole Target order on my phone the other night and then paid for it with my Apple Pay.
Correct.
I don't know how you got my face, but you paid.
I didn't have to use your face. I know the code.
Okay, anyway. But that's what I'm saying. Like you literally, but like, again, I understand that I've been told, and I understand that I'm probably the minority of men who don't care because I don't have anything to hide.
Right.
Because like I always say, everyone knows I'm married and I don't cross boundaries.
Right. And so you don't have anything to hide, but there will be some people who say they don't have anything to hide either, but just the mere fact of someone going through something as personal as their cell phone, it doesn't have to be me being dishonest. I just feel like that's a boundary. Not saying me, I'm just saying from discussions that we've had amongst friends, they feel as though that's still it's something personal, like that's mine. It's my phone to do with it what I will, and that's still a personal boundary. And even though I'm not hiding anything, I still don't think that gives you the right to go through my phone.
And to some degree, I agree with that. I do think that your phone is yours. It is a place where you probably
some people keep their diary on their phone.
Right. You write things, you keep things,
memos.
Memos. You might even have like notes of certain things that you don't want other people to see. You might there might be health things in there you don't want other people to see.
Yep.
There might be secrets, good secrets, like where you're planning a trip or you're planning to buy a gift from your person. You don't want them to be access that part.
Or vulnerabilities of others.
Right.
That's in your phone.
Well,
like people who've
that don't matter to me because I tell people we a T-set.
We know that, but I'm just saying, I'm not speaking about you. I'm speaking about others in general. Like, you know.
Yeah. Again, like, I agree because like I have you know some intimate details about friends and family members and not coworkers, but friends and family members that I would not share with anybody else. But if you went through my text messages,
you would find it
because they're my text messages. But I also felt like if you're snooping through my phone, I'm gonna just say you're not gonna read the text messages back and forth between me and my siblings. You're gonna try to figure out the names you don't know.
Like, who is Marissa?
She's my supervisor.
She's also your barista at Starbucks.
One of them. But I don't have the barista's number.
I know.
Well, I ain't got the barista supervisor number. But it's like that's the conversation you're most likely going to go through.
Yeah.
But I also feel like, I mean, if I was going to snoop, I wouldn't even go through text messages. I'm going through DMs. That's where
social media. That's
where you go.
Social media.
It's going through DMs, and to be honest,
and the glove compartment in the car.
Wow, I don't know what that is, but okay. I mean, I know what a glove compartment is, but I don't know what you keep in there. But I'm like, when it comes to social media DMs, if you have the login, you can do that from a computer. You don't need the phone for that.
That is true.
You don't need
that is true. Or if they're connected to all of their devices, as long as there's a device at the house,
right. Like again, that's a perfect example. My iPad is connected to my phone, so you can read my text.
Whatever's happening at work,
you see. I'm
gonna see on the iPad anyway.
So it's not like again, but I understand that our marriages is not like other marriages, and that we're pretty much an open book.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about like in the grand scheme of things, because like, as you know, we've had this discussion amongst our couple friends, and there's some people who feel very strongly about like phones being off limit.
Yeah.
Like it's a major breach of privacy.
But I also feel like I can understand that it's a security thing, right, for one of the parties involved, and if that's something that the other person is willing to accept, there's nothing wrong with that, right? But I can also see it being but the people that want it to be private, I also see their point of view as well. Like, no, this is like if I'm sharing all of my life with you, like
Right.
let me have this.
Let me have this one thing.
Let me have this to myself, and especially because because it's also like I also feel like if there's something awry, like there will be changes in personality dynamics, right?
Or behavior.
Or all of a sudden time management is different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there would be
signs.
There will be signs, right? So, but I understand that I feel like people who want that access have been done wrong in the past, and they're bringing the baggage from the previous situation into the new relationship,
like the insecurity of what happened prior,
right? And a lot of times as the new person, you accept that to a degree, and you don't put much of a hard line on the pushback as you probably normally would, because you understand that it is kind of it's not necessarily my responsibility to like fix or feed into their insecurities, but it is my kind of like my job as their new partner to kind of like put them a little bit at ease. So some people will like acquiesce to that of showing them the phone or giving them the password. But I do feel like, from what my understanding of most of successful relationships I know, like there is no, you don't have my passcode, you can't go through my phone type deal. Like everything's pretty much an open book. And I can't see how, if you have a person in a relationship that doesn't want to share their phone, like if you someone calls my phone, you answer it, and like I have an issue with that, or someone calls you on like that can be a red flag. Like, why are you so upset that I answer your phone? You know what I'm saying? Like why is Pizza Hut calling you at 9:30 at night?
Because they got good pepperoni.
Yeah, exactly. and that's the issue I'm trying to solve.
What did
you know what
about?
I mean? So I mean, but it is I do, but me personally, I do find the phone to be a private place.
Yeah,
I do find.
I mean, okay, yes, I agree. I agree both ways, that it could be a bit of an invasion of privacy, and that it could be, the whole open book aspect. But I mean, for me personally, some other reasons that I think would be I'm not saying like just a great idea, but maybe reason to go through a phone, like someone's phone, your partner's phone, is like safety and security.
Okay, here we go. See, what safety and security do you need? What safety and security are you gonna find going through my phone?
You never know. It depends on what the situation is that I have to do to keep you safe.
Well, paint me a picture. Paint me a picture, because here in my mind, I really want to know what you're thinking, because my medical card looks like your medical card. Matter of fact, your medical card.
But what if I don't have my medical card with me and I know yours is on your phone? So by me knowing your passcode, like God forbid, say something comes up. And they're like, oh my gosh, does he have a medical card? Because even though we're trying to save his life, we also want to get paid. And I have your phone. And I'm like, oh my goodness, yes, I know exactly how to get to his medical card. Let me put his PIN in. Let me go through and find his medical.
That's not even it, because you could tell them my social security number and what company.
Listen.
That just seemed like safety and security. That just seemed like that is you like trying to woman-splain a situation. Because I don't really feel like safety and security. No.
Okay. Let's see. Financial purposes.
That I can see.
Right.
If you don't have access to something.
If you don't have access to something,
you can get it through the phone. That I can see.
That would be a night. I mean, that would be a reason to be able to go through your partner's phone.
No, you're not going through the phone. You're going to the app.
Well, you can go through the app. You can go to the Apple Wallet. You can go through the Zelle, the Cash App.
So now you're trying to see
Venmos.
So now you're trying to see what the transaction looks like.
What other reason would I be? I mean,
again,
yes, of course.
And that's snooping.
Okay, is that snooping?
Yes.
But if I'm trying to figure out where the money has gone to and you can't give me a good recap,
you're snooping.
Okay. But if you gave me permission, it's not snooping.
I mean, I don't care.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying.
We're talking about us.
Okay. Okay, but in the grand scheme of things with others, would that be considered snooping?
It's snooping.
Yes. That's snooping.
It's snooping.
Even if you're trying to get...
Because my thing is that you wouldn't even be looking at these list of transactions if there wasn't some kind of doubt.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So you're snooping.
So what it sounds like you're saying,
there's a lack of trust there.
Yes, trust and dishonesty.
Yes.
So when trust and dishonesty is playing a part, of course that's going to put the pressure on the partner who wants to snoop to be like, hand over that phone. I want to see what's going on. And then the person who is using I think is an invasion of privacy as the reasoning as to why they don't want to hand over the phone only makes the situation worse. Did you just try to hold in a yawn?
I did.
Because
I did.
The face that you made trying to hold in a yawn right now. Just let the yawn out.
I can't do that.
Just let the yawn out.
I don't know. I just feel like this whole situation is something that needs to, it's like, for me, it's one of those conversations that need to be had early on to kind of have ground rules and like things set, expectations set, and parameters set of what is okay within the dynamic of your relationship. And I just feel like, for me personally, I feel like if there's snooping involved, it's coming from dishonesty. It's coming from lack of trust. It's coming from the person who doing the snooping has a doubt, right? And I just feel like in those situations, when the person who snoops, when they like I said earlier, when they don't find anything, they don't say anything. They don't say they snooped their phone, right? So it's like the person who's being, who's having their loyalty called into question. It's a lose-lose for them, right? Yeah. It's either they find something and they try to exaggerate it into being something that it's not, or they find something that's damaging and it ruins, or they find nothing and it seems like there's no upside to the other person, because if you have convinced yourself that they're hiding something in their phone, or they're hiding something in their computer, or they're hiding something in their car, you're not going to just look one time. Right. You're going to try to figure out, well, what the hell could they be putting it?
Yeah. What else is going on? But like you said, they're established parameters, but also communication. So I think my biggest thing would be, if I have not given you a reason to not trust me, or if I have not given you a reason to have to dig into my life, even though we spend, like how she said, we were spending every single day together. Right. You were talking to my mama, you bringing me food. So for her perspective, she's like, I should be able to have access to your phone. But my thing is if I haven't given you a reason to not trust me, your lack of trust for me is coming from somewhere else that has nothing to do with me. And therefore, I don't feel that I have to be obligated to allow you to. The phone is just the first step. Yeah. Because if I start letting you have the phone under the premise of making you feel at ease because you don't trust me, that just means that's just the first step. Right. It's going to spill over into other things. Right. Even if I'm having just a regular conversation with somebody, or if I'm talking to a coworker too long, that little piece of insecurity that already caused you to have distrust in me, to want to go through my phone. Now you're going to start questioning me about why I talked to my coworker for 30 minutes. Then you're going to start asking why, you know what I mean?
And what you said, that is the key part. It's the insecurity in the other person. Yeah. Right. And you find, and I know people in situations like this, I'm not doing anything wrong. They think I have the possibility to, or I might be, right? But at the same time, there's nothing I can say or do to put them at ease. Right. Right. So it's always something in the back of their head of, well, I need to see his phone. I need to know where he's at. I need his location. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, at what point do I give up all of my privacy to make you feel better? Right. At what point do I have to be under your eye 24/7? Right. If me being under your eye is the only way you're going to feel comfortable being in a relationship with me, then this is not a relationship. You're the warden and I'm the prisoner. Right. Right.
I mean, and like you said before about putting your partner at ease. Stop rubbing my thigh. About putting your partner at ease. Okay. Yes, I don't think that we should start like the whole premise of you wanting to go through my phone. I'm not talking about us, I'm just talking about in general. But the whole premise, beginning premise of you wanting to go through my phone is simply because you want to ensure that I'm on the straight and narrow, that I'm not doing anything that I have no business doing. If I communicated and said, hey, I haven't given you a reason to not trust me.
Where's this
right?
coming from?
Where is it coming from? Okay. But the same token, if I'm trying to put you at ease and I acquiesce to this request and I say, look, I'm going to do this one time. I'm going to give you my phone and you can have my phone for 20 minutes. Do what you will with my phone. Go through everything. But at the end of the 20 minutes, if you don't find anything that makes you feel uncomfortable or calls my character into question or anything like that, I think it's only fair that if me not wanting you to go through my phone again is a request that you don't make again.
But see, my thing is I hear what you're saying, but I feel like two things. One, they're going to go through the phone when you don't think they're going to go through the phone, right?
Yeah, they just want like access when they want it.
When they want it,
yes,
right? They're
like on the spot.
Right? Because they're going to tell themselves, well, of course they want me to go through it right now because
they already cleaned everything
They've
up.
already removed everything.
Yeah.
So, of course, right? They want to be able to select a random time.
Okay, select a random time. It's a random time at your will.
But a random time that you don't know about.
Okay, but I have to be able to give you my phone.
But then here's the fine line. If I do this now, this is 9 times out of 10. This is going to be something that I'm going to have to repeatedly do.
But that's what I'm saying. That's where the communication portion comes in at.
Right. But baby, you got to understand. People will make deals in the moment.
Oh, I know.
And renegotiate down the line.
I know.
So they'll say whatever they need to say in that moment
to get what they want.
To try to get that peace of mind that they're looking for.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And what I think what happens most of the time is when they go through a phone and they don't find something, that makes it worse.
Because now they're like, what are you hiding?
Because now it's like,
I know.
Because now it's like, what are you hiding? Because I know I'm not crazy. Because now they're looking at like, well, I know what I'm feeling. Oh, Lord,
you better not say it. Women's intuition. Get the hell out of here,
Lord. Women's intuition.
Listen,
Lord,
intuition is a real thing.
I didn't say
there.
I didn't say it was. I didn't say it wasn't. It's just a lot of times that's what a lot of women use
as the excuse.
As the excuse. Y'all got a lot of intuition, but y'all don't know when y'all car on E.
Yes, we do.
No, y'all don't. Yeah,
it's not our responsibility. Or am I going to look at the gas hand?
So it's like
I feel like that was a shot
at you. It was. I told you wanted to smoke.
There's no reason to look at the gas hand
again. But it's like this is something that's this is like one of those things where as a man you have to. You're gonna have it's a fine line, like, but you're gonna have to put your foot down. Like either this is something you're comfortable with or you're not. Now, I'm the type of man, I don't care because I have nothing to hide.
Right.
Like, and if I wanted to hide it, you wouldn't know how to find it.
I wouldn't know how to find it anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Because
he's more tech savvy than I am. Far more tech savvy than I am. Because
who's to say I don't have another phone?
Right. This is true.
With a whole other number.
Right. Or another bank account.
On a different carrier.
Or a bank account.
Like,
I mean, how long was it before you knew I had another bank account?
Yeah, you wrong. That's cheating. Financially.
We'll have to do an episode about that. We'll do an episode about that.
But yeah, like I was saying, it's a fine line, and it's like as your partner, I personally feel like it is my responsibility to put your esteem as a priority to some degree. Mm-hmm. But when it gets to the point to where now I'm jumping through hoops,
yeah, where it's like a thing,
right? To reassure you, now this is too much burden on me. Mm-hmm. Now I feel like, well, if I have to constantly do this to prove to you that I am who I say I am,
it's exhausting.
You must think I ain't shit.
Yeah, because
now your actions is starting to reflect on my character. Because now you're basically without saying you're accusing me of X, Y, and Z. With no proof of X, Y, and Z. And now you're constantly looking for avenues to find evidence or little tidbits to then justify the theories that you have created in your mind.
Yeah.
And now I'm going through turmoil and hell to try to make you feel like at peace.
Yeah, but you probably been moving different in the house and like,
okay.
You know,
Lord,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I went to bed at 8:02 instead of 8:05. Because it's most men I know, most of my friends, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say my friends. It's baffling to me. I'm not saying it's not possible. right? Because people make time for what they want to do. Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying that I'm not saying that, right? But when I look at the work schedules that we have, mm-hmm. it's like it's damn near impossible for us to have time to entertain anything. It's damn near impossible.
Except when you're over the road.
How often do I go over the road?
It doesn't matter. No, I'm just saying you used your profession as an example.
No, I said my friends. I didn't say my profession.
I know, but I'm just saying you're right? Like with your schedule.
So it's like, and when you're working, because most of my friends work 10 to 12 hour days. So when you're working 10 to 12 hour days, mm-hmm. and then you're still being an active father, yeah, and you're still going to events, you're still showing mm-hmm. up for your kids. How much time do you think I have left to entertain somebody? Now, of course, apparently you think I'm picking up randoms at State Line.
No, I'm just saying that, how you said people make
which if you know. I hope you
wouldn't pick up no rando at State Line.
Which I ain't got time for that either, because I got to keep it moving, because I'm trying to get off the clock. But it's just like, I do feel like some of this insecurity that partner has, because I don't want to say women, because I understand men.
It's men too.
Some men too. Some of that insecurity is just founded on no basis. It's just them being inside of their own head, and because, like I said, and I think most of it is driven by past relationships, past trauma, past events that's happened to them, and they've kind of said to themselves, "This will not happen to me again. This will never happen to me again." And now you're bringing this negative energy into your current situation because you don't want to be hurt again, which is understandable, but there is a better way to achieve that. Like that's where the communication should happen. You should say, "Hey, you know what? This happened to me in the past, and they were very secretive. They were very private. I would appreciate it if you would have a little more transparency with me, if you would show me things when I ask if I have my concerns." Right?
That's what I'm saying. That's what the communication.
That communication.
I'd be like, here.
That is more warranted than the snooping.
Mm-hmm. Or the
he's
accusing.
Right. Or the accusing, right? He's in the bathroom. Let me go to her phone. Yeah. She's in the shower. Let me go through her phone. That kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But because I feel like I don't feel like I'm sorry. I feel like snooping never ends well.
Really?
I don't feel like it. Yes, I don't feel like it ends well.
Kidding me.
I don't feel like it ends well. I feel like I am a believer of you gonna find whatever you're looking for.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And even if you don't, your brain is really good.
It's gonna justify it.
Your brain's really good at putting your own self at ease. And even just a comment you see or a message that you see that could be plutonic, your brain is gonna turn it around and be like, I read that undertone different.
Like, hold on. There was a certain time a couple years ago where you said something to me along the lines of, "Are you and so and so getting real friendly online?"
Who?
I'm not gonna say no names.
Oh.
But this is what you said to me.
What'd I say?
You said you guys getting real friendly with the comments, right?
Oh.
Now, mind you, I have a very strict policy. I have a very strict.
What's your strict policy?
Online policy. Mm-hmm. I do not. I will comment on someone's post.
Yeah, but you won't direct message them.
I won't direct message them. Right. I won't. I don't care if I'm not related to you in any way, and you are a woman. I do not like your posts. I'll comment on it.
You've liked other women's posts. Friends.
Like who?
Like
Ashley.
And birthday posts and stuff like that.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Stuff that, but
friends from high school.
But but if it's just like a random selfie because they was feeling themselves that day, I go.
And it's a random person?
No,
or just people you know?
People I know. I go right by that. Okay. Right. Now, if you're a random person I don't know, I'm not liking nothing. Unless it's like a guy's video and it's funny, then yeah. But I'm talking about when it comes to women or people.
So have you never liked other females' posts?
Have I ever liked them?
Yes. Yes, you have.
No, what I'm saying is I don't like them. And if I accidentally do hit the button.
Accidentally. Who accidentally hits the like button?
Because sometimes I I just start hitting like on my friends' videos, right? And if I accidentally do, I go back and take it back. I'm sorry.
Maurice, stop it.
I'm being dead serious.
I go back and take it back.
I'll show you.
I'll take it back.
I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. And especially because I've had to, when I went through my whole, about a couple years ago, when I went through my whole like transition of trying to like readjust my Instagram
your timeline and stuff. Yes, I remember.
And then when
that.
I stopped liking everything and I only like particular things.
Yeah.
That like stayed with me.
Yeah, it
so
cleaned
like,
up your whole.
So like I'll watch something,
Mm-hmm.
I won't like it. I'll see something. Why is this on my timeline?
But even if you watch it, like giving it the watch time, the algorithm will pick that up.
But that's the thing. I don't watch all of it. I only watch certain ones. I only watch some ones, right? And
so you try to limit your ass watching.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Your ass watching.
Most definitely.
So it doesn't just fill up your timeline with a bunch of ass.
Because I'm a man.
Obviously,
yes. I'm gonna look at it.
Yes.
I'm gonna look at it.
I expect you to.
I'm gonna look at it.
Uh-huh.
I tell you, I'm gonna look at it. We were at the gym today.
I said we look at it together. We look at it together.
We're at the gym today. I told you, I'm gonna look. If I see it, I'm gonna look. Yeah, I see it. You see it too.
I was like, babe, her titties is out. Where?
Right. I don't know why you told me that.
You can't tell me there's titties in the gym and I'm not gonna look.
Because I'm
was like, that's why I told you.
I'm searching for them now. My radar is up.
Where are they at? Where are they at?
I said I was too focused on the workout. If I let some titties go by.
Well, you did. You were focused.
I need to dial it back.
Goodbye.
I need to dial it back.
You just got off track.
Because sometimes I look over your titties and like, oh, that's it. That's why I do it.
That's it right there.
I do it. And that's why I do it.
So silly. But yeah, so
but
I mean,
it is like, again, but this is a conversation we've had, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
I think that's where it starts. Right. The conversation. Just have the conversation.
So my thing is like, I basically said all that to say this. My thing is like, we've had the conversation, so I try to act accordingly online so that you don't feel like I'm either being inappropriate
mm-hmm.
or showing someone too much attention.
Mm-hmm. And if you do, I'm always vocal usually about that.
And I also make sure that you feel like that I'm actually respecting our union and your feelings, right? Because
I don't know what you do on your black accounts.
I don't have burner accounts. I barely got time for the accounts we got. But it's like, you said that and threw me off. He threw me all the way off.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
You said all that to say
that it was a conversation we had, and so I do things. I take that stance, and I do things because, like I said earlier, it is part of my responsibility to help you be secure in yourself, right? Because although I can't be the driving force,
right,
I can reaffirm your security,
and reassure,
right, and that's why I conduct myself the way I do. This is why like I said, I will my wife people to death because I let it be known that you are here and you are around and we are very much still together. We are very much still happy. We are very much going strong, right?
Mm-hmm. And even if we ain't, you ain't gonna know.
I ain't got time because if something happened over here,
you won't know until it's done.
I'm gonna be single. I'm not doing that shit again. I will never get married again.
Wow.
Never.
It's kind of harsh.
No, that should be a beautiful thing because that means you're the only woman that will ever have my heart.
Oh.
I mean, you gonna crush it before you left, but you
gonna crush it.
But you're the one that have it.
All right. So yeah. So okay. Overall, yes or no? Is going through your partner's phone an invasion of privacy?
I think it is.
Okay.
I think people do it the most.
All right. Well, let's head right on into our 2 cents. I think with this story, somebody should have went through somebody's phone because they would have found some things.
All right.
Okay. Ready? All right. So this is from an anonymous person, obviously. I'm torn. I've been sleeping with my husband's father for 9 years now. I love my husband, but I see why I love...
Wait. For 9 years?
Yes. She's been sleeping with her father-in-law for 9 years. Okay, ready?
That must be his stepdaddy. Because this is some wild shit. Okay.
I'm torn. I've been sleeping with my husband's father for 9 years now. I love my husband, but I see why I love him because I love his dad more. We have a 7-year-old son together, and I have recently found out that our son is his dad's.
Wow.
I told his dad, and now his dad wants us to come clean about our relationship. I don't know what to do. His dad and I got engaged on Christmas, but agreed not to say anything until the end of my son's school year because we plan on moving from Alabama to Yonkers, New York. He says that the people there are more chill and won't understand our situations. Any advice?
I don't think this is real.
Okay, whether it's real or not.
I don't.
Advice.
She a hoe. She a hoe. And if this Israel,
I want to know how long they've been married.
And if this Israel, you got this man raising his brother.
Yeah, like how? Okay, think about how that could.
This
possibly
is wild.
Feel. Think about how that could possibly feel.
I might kill you.
That your son, who you play catch with, you pay for him to play travel ball. You raised him for the past 7 years,
and he looks just like you.
And he looks just like you.
He look your daddy.
He looked just like y'all. And then what about the comments that you made? Like, damn, you got your pop-pop's eyes.
Yeah, he really do. He really do.
You got your pop-pop's eyes.
You really do.
And then come to find out that your son is actually your brother.
I just think this is a situation that where once karma get her ass, if this is real, once karma get on her ass, it's gonna be rough.
But if she's been sleeping with the father for 9 years, I would really like to know how long they have been married, because they have a 7-year-old.
Where grandma at?
Apparently, grandma's not around because she ain't mentioned nothing about his mama.
This is wild. This first of all, this is foul
on so many levels.
This is why so many people believe what Sugar Free say.
What did Sugar Free say, babe? Enlighten us.
A lot.
What did he say? Enlighten us.
A lot.
But yeah, I would really like to know how long she's been married to her husband, if she's been sleeping with her father-in-law for 9 years. Well, I guess if it's her father-in-law, I'm going to assume at least the beginning of the...
If the boy is 7.
Yeah. So we can assume that...
she probably been sleeping with him the whole time.
Right. So when she met... So we can just say when she met his daddy...
She probably got a father-son king.
Or did she meet him first?
This ain't the best man situation.
Oh.
No, that wasn't the best man. What was that? The brothers. This ain't the brother situation.
Oh. I mean, we don't know what type of situation it is. It's a foul one.
It's very foul.
But I mean, so what would be your advice anyway? He wants to tell his son that his grandson is actually his son, and that his wife is actually his fiance.
I think the only thing to do is to tell him the hard truth, and just to tell him the truth. If this is real, which I still don't believe this is real, if this is real, you have to tell him the truth.
Tell him the truth, right? Yeah, because I mean, 7 years is a long time.
Yeah.
7 years is a long time. So I would agree. You have to come clean. And then when you do, get as much distance as possible. I mean, they're going to be moving to Yonkers. Apparently, Yonkers is more accepting. I know nothing about Yonkers, New York, but they're moving from Alabama.
Look here. All I know is once the truth comes, if this is real, again.
You got to keep prefacing that. Saying this. If it is real,
once the truth comes out, this family will never be the same. Because I highly doubt that your husband and his so-called father will ever have any type of relationship.
Ever.
You're a homewrecker.
Dang, you built a home and wrecked it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. That's a whole new talent.
And when his dad is 60 and scribbled up.
Move your hand out of your face.
Sorry. When his dad is 60 and scribbled up, you're going to ruin somebody else's home.
That's tough.
You might sleep with your son's father-in-law too. The way you go. Guess you open for the public.
Let's hope not.
She open for the public. Some people are for the streets.
They are, but let's hope that by the time her son is an adult, that she ain't doing stuff like that.
It ain't a dish out there strong enough to keep her clean.
All right, guys. This has been another episode of the Laid Podcast. If you're not doing so already, you can follow us on all of our social media platforms. Life After I Do podcast on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and don't forget to like, follow, and share our Facebook page, the Life After I Do podcast. You can also write into the podcast at lifeafteridopodcast@gmail.com. You get a new episode every single Wednesday. Y'all know the drill. And new Our 2 Cents every Monday. So head on over to YouTube and give us a follow, give us a like, share, do all of the things, be social on social media. Okay. And then until next week, guys, we will see you then.
Peace, Booskies.